Welcome to Church Jams Now. Sorry, let me start that again. Welcome to Church Jams Now. I was going to do a bit, and then I immediately forgot it, so I just did the regular intro again. Welcome to Church Jams Now, the podcast where three former youth group kids and current music nerds deep dive into Christian music from the 90s and 2000s. Wow. Welcome to Church Jams Now, the podcast where three former youth group kids and current...
10,000.
We'll fix it in post. You former youth group kids, current music nerds, deep dive into music from the 90s, Christian music from the 90s and 2000s. I, of course, am your co-host, not manic at all today, Kylan Savage. With me, as always, is Mr. TJ Smith.
Hey, man, I don't know what the medicine is that I took earlier, but it might be Benadryl. It might have to wake me up. I need a little energy. I need some help today to, bring my A game. So I'm looking to you, Kylan.
All right, perfect. We also have, reporting from the belly of the lion, my only beautiful producer, Josh Olson.
Thanks, Kylan. It's good to be here today. I'm reporting from Texas where it just rained, and I got all these little worms coming out of the ground in my yard.
Ooh.
Sounds like a real reckoning day, Josh.
It for sure is for those worms, because those birds are going to be swooping in.
That's
but
true.
You remember what they say.
They better hide between the cracks if they want to survive.
Yeah.
Yep, if they don't want
Are they gonna
to find death in their grave as well.
This has been worm jams
they're gonna pick you clean, turn you into skeleton bones, Josh.
Man,
Do worms
you gotta
have
be careful
bones?
with those worm bones, because they'll get you. Especially their carbon ribs are very tough.
Yeah. You know where I hear they have a really big worm problem? Philadelphia.
Don't they? Oh, yeah. That's all I hear about Philadelphia. That's the one thing. That's the only thing I actually know about the city.
True.
Is their worm problem.
Yep, gritty and their worm problem.
Yeah.
Actually, they might have a worm problem because they have that strike going on right now. You all see that? Their garbage union is not picking up trash.
If anything, the worms are like, now's their time to shine.
Yeah.
It's like a Carolina tide of worms. This might be one of the most unhinged main feed intros that we've done.
My
at
only
least in a
feedback,
while.
Kylan, is that you might have to rip my heart out of these carbon ribs because I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, we probably
like,
should have. I think maybe we should take it again. I think we could dress up the intro a little bit better. You know?
Yeah, I mean, and look,
Yep.
he's talking nonsense, but Josh, just look at TJ. Look how he loves this bit.
He does.
All right, I think we hit them all. If not all, then an acceptable amount for us. What are we doing? Welcome to Church Jams Now, the podcast for three former.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Cool. Deja vu.
Yeah, I'm having a time, guys.
Well, I can let me take it, Kylan.
Thank you.
Let's take it back to CJ and headquarters here. We'll bring it back.
That's
home.
all right,
Okay,
Josh.
this is also one of my favorite parts of the show is where we reference something that's either behind the paywall or in an ad or that hasn't been released yet. And we've hit two of the three at this point.
It's exactly where you want to be. We are covering, Kylan, one of your wishlist records.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell you this
It's
beforehand. You're hearing this now for the first time.
What?
But
What are we covering?
Talking
Surprise.
about one of your wishlist records.
Honestly, there's a 50-50 shot if I remembered it was a wish list record or not.
It's true. It's true.
But I did remember.
Yeah, because I asked in the group text and I never got an answer, but
Oh,
I went
oops.
and looked in the spreadsheet. So
Oh, yeah, we have a
Look at this guy
spreadsheet.
still using the spreadsheet.
we do have a spreadsheet.
I forgot we
I
have a
still have
spreadsheet.
access to it. Y'all haven't barred me of that yet. So.
You
It's because
created
I
it.
forgot about
can't. I can't bar you.
That's
You
true.
created it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That
I
is
had
some
forgotten
deep
that I
CJN
started
lore.
that spreadsheet.
You
Wow.
did.
That is deep lore.
That you
Because
did.
it looks nothing like what I created.
No, yours was
The-
garbage,
The baby's
TJ.
first spreadsheet. Yeah, the worms were eating it when Josh took it over,
Hey, it's what we needed to get started, you know?
much like the trash in Philadelphia.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
Let's see how many more times
and
we
you
can
brought
reference
us
the
there.
worms so we can't cut that.
Yep. And so that any listenership from Philadelphia will immediately stop.
Yep.
These
Sorry,
guys
Mike.
don't know us. Yeah. Sorry. We're talking about one of your wish list records, Kylan. Do you want me to introduce it? It's
That'd be
your
great.
wish list record. I don't know
Yeah.
if you want the
Do
Let
it.
me just. We're talking about John Mark McMillan's "The Medicine," which is a big record for you, apparently. That I'm excited to hear about.
Yeah, this was a big record for me. It originally came out in 2008, right? But then he re-released it in
It
2010.
did come out, yeah, independently, and then it got re-released on Integrity Music on July 6th of 2010. So we're a little late for the 15th year anniversary.
Right. And the re-release had extra songs, right?
It did have an appendix. These are all my research. You just
Oh.
want me to get in my research, don't you?
Oh,
This
my
is what
favorite part
this
of the show.
is.
He just
Josh's
can't wait.
research
He's
corner.
chomping at the bit.
He was just
Well,
trying to
it's-
set it up for me.
It's like one of it's like one of the few records I actually know anything about.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
jump in where I can. Yeah, let's cue the music. Josh's research corner.
Josh's Research Corner.
If you're still lost with that intro, we can't help you. Somewhere
I don't even remember
in the past.
where it's referenced now. Like where the genesis of it was. It was recently.
I think it's the summer app.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's a Patreon. Yeah.
I
John
think
Foreman.
that part is in the main feed, though. So
I think
you
you're
can
right.
find it
I think you're
if
right.
you really care. But
Oh,
that's
there you
not
go.
what's important right now. What's important is the research on
right.
the record that we're talking
Hit me
about
with
today.
it, baby.
It is. Okay, so of course we're covering John Mark McMillan. For the first time on the show, John Mark McMillan was born November 27th of 1979, so he's a late November guy like you, Kylan, from Charlotte, North Carolina.
This feels like the first time you've given like a birthday.
I'll do it whenever we have like individual people. Like when we did Larry Norman, I think I did birthdays,
okay.
and like I think for like solo artists,
yeah.
I'll do that. So
When was
you know.
Kevin
a nice
Max's
touch.
birthday?
Oh, I don't know if I did that for him. You're right. He seems like he's also a November birthday guy. I
He
bet he
does.
is. He seems like a November baby. His career is from 2002 to present. He just released a new record earlier this
did.
year. Members for this record is, of course, John Mark McMillan on vocals, acoustic and electric guitar, Mr. James Duke on electric guitars. We can get into it, but I have to imagine he is largely to blame for the big, for worship guitarists like having such a like
100%.
you know, a
100%.
persona
We're gonna
about
get
their
it.
gear and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna get. We'll get
I don't
into
know.
it.
I'm sure it's not James Duke's fault, but I do blame him.
Yes.
he seems cool, but I'm
Yeah.
blaming him for all that. You know.
Might
John,
not have been his intent, but he's still culpable.
exactly. He was too cool. He did it the right way, probably, and then everyone was like, "I want to be like James Duke," and then we have what we have now.
That was something we were all saying in 2010.
Exactly.
Especially me.
John Duke is on bass guitar.
No relation?
I'm assuming some relation. Joel Corey is on Rhodes, Wurlitzer in B3, and Al Sergel is on drums. The Medicine, as we've already talked about, was released 2008 independently and then re-released. The last 4 songs are on the appendix of the re-release. So the original LP only contained 10 songs, which I think is what we're covering tonight.
Just the
main
10.
10 songs, unless y'all have other notes, but
Well, I think
That's all
there,
I'm
briefly
prepared to
discuss
cover.
it. That's all we did briefly discuss it.
there are. We can briefly go through the 4 songs. I feel like I mean, there's one song that's in the thing that I feel like we have to talk about. That's just in the
Yeah.
appendix,
That's true.
right?
True.
So
Yeah. I also had the idea. I'm like, maybe we could also like do like mini episodes about like where we pick certain like big worship songs, like How He Loves or in Oceans or something, and that could be like its own
oh, that's
thing.
fun.
Maybe.
I like
Well,
that.
we can see. We can see.
Maybe.
This is his 3rd LP, but it's his first label release. It was released on Integrity Music. It was produced by Elijah Mosley and John Mark McMillan. Elijah is a producer in North Carolina who has worked with John Mark a lot. Artwork and photography by Andy McMillan. Oh, I can only assume also no relation.
No
you know.
relation. No
I
relation.
can only assume. Charts and performance. Billboard 200. This debuted at number 185.
Wow.
And Billboard Christian, number 8. It's pretty solid.
Snuck in there.
Yeah. and
Yeah,
then the
nice.
Runtimes. The original LP is 51 minutes, 16 seconds. The appendix is 18 minutes and 48 seconds. And if you're listening to the LP and appendix, it's a cool 70 minutes and 4 seconds.
Oof. That's long. Why would you pick such a
All
long
right.
record for a wish list, Kylan?
Yeah.
I imagine listeners may ask.
Yep.
He asked himself. Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to get it? Do you have anything else research wise?
That's all I got.
All right. That was Josh's research corner. Got to add another sting there. Maybe I'll have an outro
For the
it.
intro and an outro. Yeah, yeah.
The outro will be different. It'll be Pew pew.
Just run it in reverse.
That wouldn't be
Oh.
So it
insane.
starts creepy, and then like does the jingle backwards.
Also backwards.
Yeah, this was a big record for me, man. I got into John Mark McMillan with the independent release of this record.
Cool.
I was at Ocean's Edge in 2009.
What a worship hipster you
and
were.
we were, I mean, that whole school was, I mean, like I
boy.
said, listeners of this show and other shows will know I went to school with Brandon Lake, which I feel like is the definition of worship hipster. So,
Which he got from you, probably.
yeah, oh, for sure. I discovered this, in 2009 and got like way into it. And then the re-release, I really associate this record, Josh, with working at the Dwelling Place.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, because I was at DBU. When was I at DBU?
2009.
2009 to 2010. I think I
Yep.
just did. Yeah.
Did the 1 year.
Like
I think.
yeah. But I remember being at the Dwelling Place and just being like just super immersed in the sort of like Christian hipster movement of the time, wearing my slouchy beanie and my Toms and my deep V's from American Apparel
Oh,
Listeners, I can assure you, he was all of those things.
with my big old Ray-Bans.
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
But for listeners that are unaware, I was a worship pastor at this little church plant called the Dwelling Place. TJ, did I ever make you play?
Yeah, did he ever
Any
Yeah, bro.
introduce you?
I played drums.
Okay.
I played drums for you like 3 times.
Okay. And I had Josh play. Yeah, so I mean, like How He Loves was it just blew up, right? It was like huge. It was as big, if not bigger, than like all the Hillsong stuff at the time, all the Bethel music and everything. And then, because it ended up on a Passion CD like the next year, like David Crowder.
Is that when
Did
he
it?
covered?
I
yeah.
think in like
that was
2010.
He did it on church music. Did he do it? Well, he did it on church music in 2009.
I think he
So I
did it at
guess-
Passion first.
Okay, and then they did the other.
He did it on, yeah.
the studio version of it.
So good on Mr. McMillan getting those buku
Getting them
bucks
royalties.
from that song.
Yeah, that turnaround is crazy. If he independently released it in 2009,
Well, and it was
then-
on an earlier album of his, so I think it had probably
okay.
been
I
around
see.
since maybe 2006 or something like that. Maybe
Yeah.
2005.
But the song specifically, and I have
Yeah,
more notes
makes
about
sense.
this later. There is like a video that went around of them doing like a live performance, like in a barn. Like it's like the most hipster Mumford and Sons shit ever. Like a bunch of people in a barn, like the way they do like worship videos now, like everyone just standing around. Like that was one of the first instances of that I felt with like mason jars and fairy lights, right? Of them like in a barn with a bunch of people doing this song.
some
That-
chickens,
Yeah.
bales of hay.
That it was like similar to like the Rob Bell, like Numa videos, right?
yep.
Like I feel like that got distributed kind of everywhere.
Yep.
And this record at the time was just like huge for me. But the reason why I put it on my wish list, it's fun. I haven't actually listened through the entire album until 2 weeks ago when we were supposed to do this last week and then had to reschedule Peek Behind the Pop Filter. I hadn't re-listened to the entire album since then, but even in my like, and we've talked about this, Josh, you and I had that conversation on our Patreon, the I Guess I'm Methodist Now episode. Just kind of talking about like where I am in terms of church and stuff. Like there was a very, 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 very long time where I was just adamantly opposed to being anywhere near any of this. And I think like specifically going to school for worship music, being on staff at a church, doing worship and kind of getting screwed over. Like there's like a lot, this is not a evangelical church trauma podcast, so I'm not going to get into it. But there was a very, very, very long time where I was just adamantly opposed, right? Like I'm not engaging with worship music at all. Even through most of that period, there are a couple of songs on this album that I would still like regularly listen to throughout the years. And,
That's cool.
and and we'll get into that more. But yeah, it's just it's been one of those records that just like got nostalgia for it, but like I love the sound of it, and I think it's a grand old time. What about y'all?
Nice. Thanks, Kylan. That's cool. I look forward to hearing more about that. TJ,
Me too.
do you have anything about this record to share?
Nope. I know what, and I feel like I'm turning into a broken record on some of the episodes. I probably give a very similar spiel at this point, but I know John Mark McMillan as a Kylan artist and a handful of other DBU people. I know liked him. I knew that he was the OG How He Loves guy, and I knew that he had a bunch of other stuff that was a little more like, I thought of him as like the Christian, like somewhere between like the Christian like Tallest Man on Earth, Bon Iver, Mumford, David, like Avery Brothers, all that. He was like somewhere in the triangle of all of that, but Christian.
Right.
I knew he had a real soulful voice in a very distinct way, and played with a lot of intense imagery with his
Right.
songs. But these are all just kind of generic things that I knew about him.
Right. Were
I
you
don't
aware
think I
specifically of any other songs on this record besides How He Loves? Like
I think
before
I
you
had
listened
heard The
through?
Medicine
Yeah.
before, but like before listening to this for the purpose of this episode, I think I would have been like, oh yeah, the title track is cool, and that's about it.
Cool. All
So
right.
next to nothing.
Love it.
Yeah. Other than just like being a part of the worship zeitgeist
Yeah.
of the early aughts. Late
Mr.
aughts, I guess.
Worm, aka Josh, what about you?
Yep,
What?
they're coming up out of the ground. They're gonna get me. I may not be able to finish this episode. We'll see. Kind of similar. I never listened to him until honestly, I think Mercury and Lightning was the first record that I like really like listened all the way through and kind of got into from him. And since then I've kind of bounced around a little bit in his catalog, but never been like a. I definitely respect him and like what he's doing, but I've never been like super big on his music.
Right.
I did know you listened to him, Caleb Rains as well. There was one, if not two songs I did play with Caleb Rains at the Dwelling Place later, whenever he was the worship leader.
After I
there.
left.
After you left, yeah, and he took over. Which then I was like, oh, this is a cool song that I'd never heard before. And then another memory I have, not with this record, but whenever Economy came out, friend of the show and friend in life is Hoog. Hoog and I were rooming together, and I remember he got that CD. And I listened to it. I think I ripped it from him so I could like listen. There's like one or two songs on there that I would listen to semi-regularly. But yeah, other than... I never got really much into his early stuff. I've like kept up with him whenever he releases a new record.
Well, he's been one of those for me too. Like I think we also did a Patreon episode on this too. Like artists where you really, really, really dig specifically one album in their discography. This is that for me.
Are you not big on Economy?
No, I'm not. That I can't name a single song off of that. And I listened to Borderlands the one with the
little panther.
It looks like the
Panther
Jaguar thing. I remember listening to that when it came out. Because that came out, was that like 2013?
Like
was that around? In my brain, it's around the same time as like Collapsible Lung. I just remember being in that one specific apartment.
I know he re-released, and I can't remember if that was in 2014 or 2015 when the re-release was, but it was in that time frame.
And I remember there being some like 80s like synth pop influences on that record. And I've bounced around a little bit, but yeah, nothing's really connected with me the way this album has.
Cool. Nice. Well, we'll see if you have your reckoning day re-listening to it.
Oh, yeah. So, flop or bop predictions. I, of course, would have predicted a full-on bop, baby. We'll see how it lands.
Full-on wish list bop.
Would it be... honestly, would it be crazy if I flopped a wish list record?
I have a wish list.
I don't think so.
might flop.
Okay, because... Okay, yeah. This... Like, what are y'all's criteria for, like, wish list records? Because for me, half of them are things I know that I love, and half of them are things that, like, I know I did love, and I'm just curious to go through again.
Yeah. Stuff that you're
isn't
really
that kind
into.
of like the premise of the show? Like, we're sort of...
Yeah.
The purpose of doing this is to, like, dig into that old discography
the nostalgia
that's out there that and sort of let it prove its mettle or not. So that can still be a wish list pursuit.
Right.
It's like
Cool.
you're excited to dig in and see.
Okay.
So no, I don't think that's crazy at all. I think it
Okay,
makes perfect
good.
sense.
Good. I was a little anxious about that. I was like, oh, I wish listed it. Like, if you wish listed, like, you got to bop it. But
Yeah,
I'm
you
glad to
have
know
to.
that.
The
Also,
pressure.
this
I don't think
entire
there's any
show,
pressure.
everything's made up. It doesn't matter. What
Hey,
was
this
said
is a
underneath the
serious
record.
production, Kylan, with stringent rules and
Uh-huh.
regulations.
I just have to keep
Yes,
telling
Everlord.
myself,
Yes.
no,
I'm
sir,
at CJN
nihilism.
headquarters right here. Don't make me write you up.
Hey, I'm at CJN
I
headquarters.
called it earlier this episode.
You did call dibs on the main feed.
I
I
did.
did. I probably would have predicted a flop, just out of a lack of information.
Right. And just knowing him as
Trusting
like
that like
a specific kind of like worship guy vibe. Yeah.
yep. And if
That
it had
tracks.
if it was going to resonate with me, then it would have, and it didn't. So just that's
Makes
my
sense.
sort of assumption. But it is an
Interesting.
assumption.
Yeah.
I'll
Alright.
admit that.
I think you'll
Mr.
enjoy
Worm.
it more being Mr. Folksy around here. I
Mhm.
would have predicted probably a soft bop. Like I
Okay.
said, there's enough of his catalog, and I respect him a lot for me to probably be like, yeah, I bet I'll enjoy this enough for it to bring it home to
Right.
Bop Town.
Sweet. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to dive into 2008 and 2010's The Medicine by Mr. John Mark McMillan. It's summertime here at CJN headquarters, aka the Murder Basement. I guess it's summer where you are too. We're not
Why
in
do you
different.
get to be the
Yeah, it's also
Hemispheres.
yeah. Why do you get to be the headquarters?
Yeah.
That was
'Cause I
actually
was-
my first question.
Because I was the one that came up with the idea for this ad, and I just called dibs.
Oh,
I
so
called
it's
dibs.
conditional.
Yeah,
like on
yeah.
this ad, you're the headquarters,
Yeah.
but it might change
This is- yeah,
depending on who's kind of running the show. I see. Okay,
exactly. Well, guys,
fair enough. Proceed.
it's summer. Summer's a weird time at church games
Yeah.
now. Would you or would you not agree?
Sure.
I like it.
Yeah,
Just in
I just
general,
mean
but-
like for our schedule, like we're busier. We're
That's
not
true.
we're not
That
doing the
is true.
show
Yes.
is I mean we're releasing the show consistently, but we're not recording and stuff.
Yeah, we're
as
having to
much
get
consistently.
creative with our scheduling. You're right.
But one thing that is consistent for us throughout the summer is listening to
Yeah.
music, right? I'm saying that as the head of Church Jams now from
Yeah,
from headquarters.
From
That's
headquarters, yeah.
the
You're
top
using
down
the
messaging.
royal we here.
Yeah, which brings me to our favorite sponsor ever, CollideRecords.com. Did you know they have a plethora of easy breezy summer listening releases?
Oh, like what?
So if you go to CollideRecords.com and you search for summer, which is what I did, which was the idea I had for this advertisement.
That's great.
The
What
first,
comes up?
This Summer EP by John Foreman
Of course.
on CD, which is awesome. We covered that.
Ah,
Summer of Darkness by Demon Hunter, which is a band we've not covered on Church
Great.
Games now, but I feel like exists.
That's true.
Within
that
the
was a big
CJN.
that was a big CD for me.
It was.
It is a band that
Yeah.
exists, Kylan. That's right.
They do.
No, exists within the our oeuvre.
Our pantheon.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what I really want to talk
Definitely.
about, you guys know, I love a Charlie Brown album. I've already tried to shoehorn it into one other ad.
Boy,
I think
do
you've
ya.
done two already, actually.
Well, guess what,
Oh,
guys?
oh, brother.
They have-
We're rounding it out.
On CD and vinyl, on blue vinyl, and on just a standard black vinyl, it was a short summer Charlie Brown, which I'm not familiar with, but I'm gonna check it out because you guys know I'm a big brown head. That's what we call ourselves within the fandom.
Is
That's
that-
what,
That's
that's
the
what
name.
the Schultzes call themselves.
I like that. I like the Schultzes.
Yeah, Schultzes is pretty good.
It does not feel like a short summer to me. It feels like I've lived in this summer for 100 years. But listen,
So maybe you need to listen to it.
I
to,
think
like,
so.
Help that.
Get some of that sweet Vince Guaraldi.
Yeah, you don't want to listen to Endless Summer because that's what it feels like. You want Short
Correct.
Summer.
I want It's a Short Summer Charlie
Okay.
Brown.
Okay.
Along with a
Got it.
myriad of other easy breezy summer listening options. Only at CollideRecords.com. And guess what, guys? You don't have to pay full price for all these amazing summer
What?
releases. If you use your fingers and type in promo code ChurchJams now at checkout, you'll get 20% off your first purchase.
Whoa.
You know, I
Yeah.
love those summer savings.
Summer's
Exactly.
too short, but you got to get those savings, you know?
That is correct. So once again, if you search for summer, or if you just want any other kind of music, they have tons of options at colliderecords.com. Type in promo code ChurchJams now at checkout for 20% off your first purchase. All right, back to the summer. All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed those ads as much as we enjoyed making them. We, of course, I'm still joined by Mr. TJ Smith and Mr. Worm. I'm gonna
For
keep
how
it
long,
going.
He's
though?
still in the ground.
I don't know.
He hasn't come
The
out of the
I know,
ground
worms
it's
are
yet.
not his
trying to
reckoning
break
day
down
just yet.
the doors, and I will be here broadcasting until they do.
Good. Reporting from the belly of the lion.
The belly of the lion with the worms.
Gross.
Do we have any general thoughts before we get into it? I do like the artwork. I will say that it's very like of its time, but I love the font and the colors. It's nice. It's very subtle. Okay, do we have anything else before we get the party started? All right. Well, here it is,
Nothing
our
from this
Reckoning
guy.
Day. Starting with track 1, Reckoning Day.
Heads for the reckoning day. Cause the interstate's giving up a dead for the reckoning day.
Should I start as opening track guy?
Yeah, go for it.
Please.
This is a really bad opening track.
Really?
It's a bad,
Why is that?
Why
bad,
do you
bad
think
opening
so?
track. It's too like mid-tempo. I need a little more energy, especially because I know he's capable of it later on in the record. And we'll get into this more of sort of there's this weird there's something about the sequencing that I don't really enjoy. That being said, the production is impeccable. That guitar tone is so good. There is sweet, sweet bass at 25 seconds.
There's going to be a lot on this record. Spoilers.
Yeah. The drums are the snare roll is perfect, like absolutely perfect.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about like that refrain kind of on the back end.
Yes, right
The
around
snare roll. It's like
right now.
236.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree with you. I like it a lot, but I guess in a move that would typically be Kylan-esque, like I feel like I don't need the build to be quite as slow as it is.
Right.
Like there's like a long build in that section, and I want the snare roll to erupt back into like a groove a lot
Yeah.
sooner. That being said, I do love the drum tones and the performance and that snare roll in particular, and I like that. What's his name? Al,
Al
the drummer.
Sergel, yes.
I like the way he flipped the snare pattern on the back 2 reps.
Yeah.
It really like changes the groove entirely when he does finally go back into the groove on that back half, like that refrain at the end. Yeah, hats off to him. Great drum performance.
Yeah.
So I like the mid-tempo opener, but Kylan, you're saying
No, get it
it's
out.
too
This is a mid-album
waffly,
track.
like too sleepy,
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think it's a cool vibe.
even though it's called Reckoning Day.
Yeah.
And it starts in the belly of the lion.
Yeah, I'm okay, spoiler alert. This album is sort of like half like really good like folk rock, like Americana singer-songwriter kind of stuff, and half like super worshipy kind of stuff. And I don't love the super worshipy kind of stuff. And so starting off the album like this, I'm just bored. I'm already.
I feel like this is the song
disengaged.
that blends those two the most.
Yeah. I
On the
like
album.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, TJ.
All right.
So maybe
which-
that's
all right.
the part of it that
Maybe I'm
you're.
wrong.
Because it
I don't
kind
know,
of shows
guys.
both of
No,
them.
no.
I feel like if it does
No,
blend
I'm
them, yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing
know,
your
just-
point, Colin, because if you don't like that part of the album,
Yeah.
and if this is like the thesis statement of like both sounds, if it's like a binary, but this is sort
No,
of
it
blending
makes sense.
the black
Like,
and the white.
like it makes sense to
I
me
get how-
intellectually. Emotionally, I don't connect with like a more like if the band or the project, it's like if the album itself isn't more like filled with that kind of stuff, I'm not here for it. I literally I think
Yeah,
the
I get it.
medicine would have been just a more engaging opening track.
Totally. I
Yeah.
can see that.
I mean, I would probably
Like even
agree.
if you flipped them, I think would work.
This would be a weird second track, I feel like. I do like the idea thematically of the start of the record talking about a reckoning day. Like, that's cool. Like, this is where we're starting instead of it being like something that we lead up to or whatever. Because in that, I feel like creates a cool lens to like view like if you're walking in
The
and
rest
it's the
of the
reckoning
album.
day,
Right.
then everything else you kind of like, then you're going from that point, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's like everything like intellectually like I think it makes sense. It's purely a vibe thing for me. I don't think it vibes for me as an opening track.
Yeah. It is also interesting,
Yep.
just the structure of the song of having, instead of like verse, chorus, he has 4 verses and then 3 choruses, which
Yeah.
I feel like that makes it much more opening track because you can kind of like, because
Right.
otherwise if it was just regular verse, chorus, it would feel like a regular track. But that to me makes it feel like it's more opening track than just a regular song. But I think that is cool playing with
Because
the
it
structure of
builds.
having, yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that's cool.
Lyrically, how do we feel about it?
So I did an imagery check across this entire album. And I'll just request that, Kylan, before we move on to the next song, you check in with me to
Okay.
give us our imagery check
I'm not going to remember
for
that,
each
but
song.
I will try.
Josh can help.
Okay.
So I think he's using some really evocative imagery here on this opening track, and it's pretty cool. Some things I want to note on our imagery check: lions, street, interstate, sand, bloodshot eyes, bones, clay, dust, ash, son and daughters, waking up, getting up, resurrecting, coming alive. Right? Okay. That's our
Homeboy
imagery
loves
check
his bones
for
I will
Reckoning
say
Day.
that.
Oh, he loves a lot of
motifs.
things. He loves a lot of things. But
I
it's
just wanna
cool.
hear
It's
more
cool
about
for an
them.
opening track.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, this is very like unique and
He's really
vivid.
like he's
and
really steeped
surreal.
in this like very sort of like Carolina southern
Yes.
imagery. I feel
Yeah,
like.
Yeah.
basically almost like Southern Gothic lens through which he's seeing Old Testament and or Revelation imagery.
Yeah.
Um,
Like if
which is
Faulkner wrote Book of Revelations.
interesting. Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Right?
Yeah,
I'd
that
read
is
that.
cool. Yeah, I'd read that.
Which is why it was a wish list record for you, Kylan.
Yeah.
Like,
I love me like
It
a
makes a
Dirty
lot of sense.
South kind of thing.
biblical,
But
lens.
also
Yeah.
like hipster. Like I'm cool, dirty South.
Yes. No, I was actually talking to Jen about this recently because we saw some broke ass beat up truck that had like different colored panels and stuff. You know, like not like a cool truck, like just like a dirty white trash truck. And I was like, man, if I could, like, I want to drive that car. Like that is the car that I want. And we were talking about that, like how it's just like the older I get too, the more I'm sort of embracing the more like trashy, like white trash elements of my life. But I still do have this
Right.
like hipster side where it's like I'm currently I'm reading Haruki Murakami novel.
No, you would be writing it, and I
and-
mean, you'd be driving around in that in your Murakami novels, like on the dash, like, when you
right,
park
and I'm
it,
reading
like-
I'm reading a book about like the history of salt, and I'm like listening
and
to
there's
the
a
new
plans,
Kesha
a
album.
Death Cab Plans bumper
There's
sticker.
like all
I'm
these
just-
vintage board games just on the seat next to you.
right.
Someone walks by like,
VHS in
what
the-
is
in the
happening
bed.
in this truck right now?
Yeah, but it's just like, man, I want that truck so bad. Like more than anything, I want like a 1992 just like beat up old truck that's not like that barely runs. And I get this vibe a lot on this album. I think that's why I connect with so much of it.
Yeah.
Would you stop at those trucker stops, Kylan, or would you drive by them?
Oh,
In
I'd
your truck.
100% stop.
You'd be
I
like,
stopped-
what's up,
Stop at the
guys?
trucker stops.
You guys listen to Murakami too? If I got something for you. If I got the
Yeah.
medicine for you. Oh, before the transition,
Oh.
I did just want to say I do like the line lyrics of "Come untied from the weight of the age." It's a cool line.
Mm-hmm. That is
Every
a
now
line.
and then he sprinkles in some cool like the way he says things, I'm like, I like how
true.
he said that, Joe Mark.
Yes.
TJ,
Got some moments for
did
sure.
you have the tide in your imagery checklist?
I didn't, but I realized
should.
later on that I should have.
Yeah,
I
you
also
100% should.
took a little bit of issue with that line because so I'm glad you brought it up. This means nothing, you guys. The tidewater's taxing the shores of the washing away. What are shores of the washing away? He said the same thing twice. He tried to like describe a thing that said the thing that he was trying to describe. It was so perplexing to me.
Another
Like
grammar
it's
change
one of those
now.
things that like yeah, like sounds cool. We
Right.
were who we were when we knew.
I gotta make that into a Church James Now shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Like it's a little Stephen Christian of
Yeah.
him. Like the tidewater's taxing the shores. Okay, got it. The tidewater is taxing the shores. Got it.
Right.
Cool.
Of
No,
the
it's-
washing away.
It's the shores
Wait.
of the washing away.
Yeah, I know.
Like the washing away
Means nothing.
Like the shore
Means
shore.
nothing.
No,
I'm
listen. I
aware.
can get there. I can get there, guy.
I'm glad, man. That's good.
No, it's one of the things. It sounds really cool, and then you're like, "Do I know what that means? I don't know if
Right.
I know it."
Wait a
Maybe
minute.
it's a me problem. Though.
Wait a minute.
Like especially with John Mark McMillan, I'm like, it must be me because this guy seems like really smart. So
Right. It's a
probably
very Chris
I'm
Nolan.
too dumb
It's a
to-
very
Don't
Chris
let him
Nolan
pseudo
problem.
intellectualize.
We're like in the
He's a
moment,
smart
you're
guy.
just like, you're like, oh, this is so smart, this is so cool, and then afterwards you're like, wait a second, that didn't make
Wait a
lot of
minute.
sense.
Yeah, we're here to poke holes. So I'm just
right.
finding spots that
Cool.
that have a little give in them.
Well,
But
we had
it sounds
yeah.
very cool when
it
he
does.
sings it.
It
It
does.
does, yeah.
We had our
So-
reckoning day. It's time for us to take our medicine. Track number 2, the medicine.
Oh, actually, it's time. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Church James Now listeners, no matter what time it is, if you have medicine to take, now is the time to take it.
That's
This
how
is your
medicine
daily
works.
reminder.
I give you the medicine, 'cause I miss you, son. I bring you back home.
This song just fucking rocks, dude.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think this is my favorite song.
That makes
Is
sense.
it basic? Probably.
No, but
Is it a
it's
good
so
song?
good. It's
Yes.
so good. Okay,
It-
what do you
yeah, it's
what do you
great.
love about it? Let's talk about it.
I mean, it just rips. It just rips.
It does.
It's got guitar solos. It's just got
Mm-hmm.
big drums and stuff. The chorus is so catchy. I don't know what it's 4 and 10 in the belly of the 4 a.m. is, but it's awesome, and I've been singing it all day.
Right.
And Blood on the Promenade, that's awesome and it's cool to sing too. It's
Yeah.
I really did like the line. What is it? Oh, I remember the day when you said you weren't afraid to die. I don't think you're brave for it. I just think you're more afraid of being alive. That's really good.
That is good.
I like that a lot. So I think this was a new song. I don't think I knew this song. So this was like, there's another song that I thought was going to be my favorite. But then I heard this and I was like, this is probably going to be my favorite because it's new for me. I'm discovering it.
so
It's
good.
just, it's ripping. It's got some cool stuff. Lyrics in
Yep.
there. Stuff I don't understand, but I think it's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we dig in just a little bit into the production of this album? I feel like this song, which is why I think this should be the opening track. Like this song
It showcases
speaks
that.
to everything I love about this group of musicians playing together. Like
Yeah.
the drums, it's right on that line of like where the kick and the snare are almost like too overpowering, but you do have the overheads. Like the drums feel really alive to me.
Huge.
Like
Very
like
roomy. Yeah.
like they're
Yep.
they're really they feel very real, and in the like it puts me in the moment.
in the space. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Completely.
the guitar tone is just impeccable. It's
It
like
is. The
super
guitar tone
good,
is
like bridge pickup tellies, like super like country licks. But I found
I'm sure it's some custom built telly though. It's not a Fender.
Right.
It's some like Collinsworth before Collinsworth. So it's a
Right.
Nash telly, I bet.
Yeah.
Those are big then.
the guitar sits in an interesting spot in the mix for me. The guitar feels almost pulled back, like almost like a little too far, except for like in these like
Yeah.
little solo moments. And I didn't notice that until like a couple listens in. Like, you've got like the typical, like, especially for this time, production thing of like kick, snare, and vocal chain are like so forward in the mix, like right in the middle.
Prominent.
And then
Yeah.
everything's like kind of on the
Yep.
sides. But I
Mhm.
think it's incredibly effective on this album and on
Yeah.
this song.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's not as like big guitars left and right just smashing and like super loud.
It's not
so
a
that is-
wall of
yeah,
sound. It feels
isn't,
like
yeah.
it feels very alive. It feels very like you're in the room.
in the room. Yes, that's
with
what I was gonna
everybody.
say.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like a show, like you're seeing them.
Yes.
Which is great. And the engineer is great at what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Important distinction, because there's a lot of shows and a lot of
Yes.
records that sound like shows that don't sound great.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
like-
I went to this show the other day in Portland, and this guy who was running sound did not know what he was doing.
He didn't
I can't
know what he
remember
was
what
doing.
the
Too
venue
bad.
was called. It was
Mm.
probably. Oh, TJ, you work there, don't you? Don't you run sound?
No, that's another place. Another guy.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
yeah.
The other place in Portland. We're talking about Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
And it's 2 venues.
But
Listen,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think you're brave for it. I just think you're more afraid of being alive and running sound in Portland.
Caught me. I
Come at
would
me,
be
bro.
so scared to run sound in Portland, especially.
Yeah. I really love where the bass sits in the mix too. It's really forward, but it just makes it
It
feel like
pokes
you're
out enough.
it feels
but
like you're
without-
watching a
yeah,
show. Like it's
yeah.
not like the best bass tone in the world, but the bass comes through exactly how you want to when you're at like a live show.
And he's ripping
Right.
on bass too. So you're like,
He
yeah,
really is, man. Everyone is so solid.
True.
yes, agreed.
Yep.
Cool. All right, we got anything else on the medicine? Imagery check.
Imagery check.
Do you
right.
guys know what 4 and 10 in the belly of the 4 a.m. is? Is he just saying it's
Dude.
410? Is he just saying it's 410 twice?
So my like weird headcanon was that he's like doing a riff on 10 and 2.
That's what I thought too.
And-
4 and 10, like
and
you're.
he's like-
that's where you're actually.
But it's more
are
lazy.
But he's driving
on
at
driving
4 a.m.,
in the
but
middle
not
of
at
the
10
night.
too.
Driving home
Yeah.
after a party or like some crazy
Yes.
night of something.
That's how I read it
and
too.
it's bleary and he's staring down the weekend. I mean, trucker stops, like
Yeah.
that whole thing kind of takes me to that place anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my best guess. So speaking of which, imagery check, trucker stops, which calls back to interstate and street from the song before. Concrete rocks, which calls back to dust, clay, ash, sand. Inside your chest, similar to bones. We've got city blocks, blood, belly, stone also, which connects with concrete rocks, and ribs, which are kind of like bones, just very specific bones.
We often say here at Church James Now headquarters, ribs are often like bones.
Often.
kind of like bones.
kind of like
Kind of like
bones.
bones.
Yeah.
But I mean, the image you get when you think of ribs is
Right.
roughly the same as when you think of bones.
Skeleton, yeah.
Yeah, same as when you think of like, I don't know, interstate,
Yeah.
street.
I
Trucker
don't have
stops.
much to back this up, but like what vibes this was giving me, it was feeling like this was like maybe like a, and he's not leaning into it, but maybe like a inferred modern retelling of like, I feel like I kind of got Prodigal Son vibes. So maybe he's
Yeah.
driving at 10-4 like to go find
can
his
see
son
that.
while he's on the interstate kind of thing. That's like I don't have a ton of lyrical backup for it, but that's
Right.
like if I had to guess
I like
what
that
the song
read.
is about, maybe
Josh
it's
bringing the
somewhat
headcanon.
inspired by that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's cool. I dig that. It's a little bit of a pattern, imagery wise.
For sure.
Little bit.
For sure. There's a leitmotif in terms of lyrical content. Let's move on to track number 3, Skeleton Bones.
I peel back our ribs again and stand inside of our chair.
Are those kind of like bones too, like the ribs?
Kind of like ribs.
They're different
think.
than skeleton bones are different than other bones.
Oh,
We all know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
see.
John Mark McMillan doesn't seem to be one to say the same thing twice, right?
Oh, no.
But guys, I just want to like just bathe me, baptize me in this guitar tone. I just want to live in that space for the rest of my life.
It's very, very
But
good.
like on a horse that you're riding through town, right?
After your truck breaks down, you got to take the horse into town. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
to go get new parts for the truck.
while being baptized.
Lyrically, if you take this song just like wholly out of context, just lyrically, what?
I can't wait. I can't wait for this.
This feels like an Iron and Wine song.
Oh, yeah.
I could see Sam Beam like using like literally everything in this song.
Yeah, except for he's adoring his lovely wife and family,
right.
not God. But yeah, otherwise, totally.
Yeah, this does get, dude, that guitar tone. Oh, I just love it.
Very
Oh,
good.
I love it
It's
so
very
much.
good. James Duke walked so David Hislop could run. It's a joke for the guitarists out there and the guitarists alone.
I do have a production question on these choruses. You have backup singers, which we didn't talk about. Josh, you didn't mention in the credits. There's a really high soprano part, but is there also a theremin in the chorus? In that, or I guess it's a chorus, right?
The refrain, the "Oh Let Us Adore."
Yeah. Okay. Can we listen to that really quick? Can you guys see if like I think there's a high soprano singing the part, but I also think there might or is it a guitar? Is that just a voice or is that a theremin?
Sounds like a high guitar line.
Yeah,
to
it
me.
might be guitar.
a guitar
I
line?
don't think it's a voice. I would think either guitar or
Like with a lot of spacey verb on it.
Okay, it's a guitar.
That's my theory.
yeah, it could
But
be.
I could see
or
how
like
it would
some
sound like a theremin.
keys or something, some effect like that. But it doesn't seem like. I feel
Okay,
like
but
they're
it's got
they're
this
pretty
weird-
organic with the keys sounds on this record. They're
Right.
not doing a lot of like.
Okay.
So
it's just
maybe guitar?
like
Synthy stuff.
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
this weird waver that happens every now and then that makes it feel very theremin
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's
kinda
definitely
thing.
got the sustain of like either a guitar or a theremin, something like that, as opposed to like a voice, which I feel like would be
Right.
tough to hold that note and go up and down like that.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I hadn't noticed that.
Well, it's
Yeah,
a wish
Bart,
list record
Thanks
for
for
you.
pointing
so-
that out.
It is cool. This is a 7-minute song, which is the second most streamed song on the record. Which
It's
is
long.
interesting.
It's long,
It is a
guys.
long song, especially for track 3.
But it's
Yeah.
good. I like it
I-
at this point. I'm good with it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So even like the fourth time the refrain hits, you're still
Yeah, it's just such a vibe, man.
Feeling it?
I'm on 4 and 10 in the belly of 4 a.m., man. I'm just like,
There's blood on the
All right.
promenade, you know? Just
Zoning
go
out.
for it. Yeah.
I'm just, because, yeah, I love how sort of bouncy the verses are. The sort of
Oh,
like,
that acoustic line?
doom, 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 doom. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Kylan, every Kylan acoustic line. I've ever-
Okay, all right, all right, guys. Spoiler alert: this album has been incredibly influential in how I play and write music. Sorry.
in a good way.
Yeah, it is really long. I'm going to talk about length more later in the record. As of
Maybe
now, at this point, track 3, I'm good. I'm good with this how it is because it's just like it's a jam, but it's like it's
Yeah.
almost
No, that's nice to
it's-
hear
Yeah.
that you can hang with it. Like
Right.
at this point in the record,
It's
like
it's
you got that
reminiscent
endurance
of
for it.
like especially like towards the end when they keep doing the refrain. Like it feels more reminiscent of like a folk or bluegrass kind of jam. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
Mm-hmm.
like it doesn't dig too hard, at least yet. It doesn't grate on me the way that a lot of like really long jammy worship songs do
Mm-hmm.
yet.
Okay.
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert, it does.
I was feeling more Kylan than you were at this
Yeah.
point because I was definitely checking the remaining time in
right.
the song on the second refrain. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, let us. Yeah, that's.
I like it.
That's
It's
a
almost
very, like,
Christmassy.
John Mark melody.
It feels real Christmassy,
It is
right?
Christmassy.
Yeah.
But you don't like Christmas music, Kyle.
Okay, well, guys, I'm a multifaceted
No, it feels very-
cinnamon roll of a man.
It
I
feels
like-
very traditional. Which
Look at you, you cinnamon roll.
yeah.
I like Swamp Christmas, all right, which is what this feels like.
Swampy
Ooh, I
Carolina
love
Christmas.
that. Swampy Christmas.
All right,
That's
guys.
great. Imagery check.
Oh, yes,
Here we
thank
go.
you.
We got ribs again.
Ribs.
We got chest again. We got blood again. We
All
got
parts of the
skeleton
body.
bones, which we
I love.
made a point to say were very different than actual, like normal bones.
Correct.
We got gravestones, which allude to, harken back to the stone and the ash
Right.
and the dust and clay
And dead people
and we
who
have
also have
son
bones. Right.
of glory. Yes, yeah. We got
Okay.
sons,
All right.
sons and daughters. We got sons of glory.
That's a
Imagery
lot.
check complete.
All right,
All right.
all right.
Well, speaking of bones, let's move
And
on to track
ribs.
number 4. Track number 4, Carbon Ribs.
Highway 5 as the long amber tail of Los Angeles and wine.
Once again, I just want to.
Oh, yeah.
Nom, nom, nom. I just want to.
This was the song that I played. I think we also played the last song. I think we played Skeleton Bones too, but I do remember I played this song with Caleb Rains, and he was just like, hey, just do spacey guitar stuff like this, because he was doing the acoustic, and yeah, this song is a sweet vibe. Also, I love that acoustic part. Is it 2 guitars?
Yeah, it's
It's
great.
so
Or
good.
is
Okay.
it-
Also,
That's a
is
good
it a
question.
weird time signature? Because it does that,
It's still-
dun, 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 but
It's-
it goes back
still
into
a-
The melody
Yeah.
restarts,
Dun, dun.
and there's an emphasis. There's like an accent where there wasn't earlier in the phrase.
Right.
So it's almost as if like the melody is happening within like 2/4 at the very end,
Right.
like a bar of 2.
Which is so
something.
weird, but it's good. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
It keeps it kind of unexpected.
Moving.
Yeah.
Yep.
This reminds me. Are you guys familiar with Owen? The project Owen.
side project from Mike Kinsella.
Mike Kinsella. Yeah.
No.
This. Oh, TJ, you don't know Owen? Oh man.
No.
You
gotta
met him
listen
last
to-
week, bro. He was on the show.
Wait a minute. Oh no.
Different Owen. Different Owen.
Different
Never mind.
Owen.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, good.
No. Okay,
That would
you
be
got to listen to
embarrassing.
Owen, dude. All right. Just listen to this. And this is insane. This is a song that he plays. And he plays this and sings this live, which I don't physically comprehend.
You love someone enough.
How do you play this and then sing on top of it? Somehow this man is capable of doing that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, this song reminds me of Owen.
I can see
I
that.
can hear it. My touch points, because I don't have Owen in my Rolodex of music, my touch points were somewhere between Sufjan, David Ramirez, and Delta Spirit. Like
Freaking
like
David
somewhere in the middle
Ramirez.
there.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
He's almost as bad as Brandon
Um,
Lake. You guys have heard my David Ramirez stories, right? He's an asshole.
Who don't you have beef with, Kylan?
I got beef with everybody,
Well,
baby.
Apparently.
Personal beef aside,
No, but yes,
I
yes,
like some of his
vibe-wise.
music.
Yeah, for sure, me too.
which is probably why this is my favorite song on the record.
Ooh, this was almost my favorite. This is what I thought was going to be my favorite song. And it almost was still.
Wow. Okay.
So
what
good,
else do you
TJ.
like about it? Let's
Yep.
talk about it.
I mean, the chord progression, the acoustic part that we're fawning over, it really is like very engaging, but also like meditative. It's like a sonic balm. And yeah, obviously all the
Sonic
atmospheric
Balm.
sonic balm. Yeah.
Wow.
Love that.
Yeah, that's right. You can have that. That's free. The atmospheric electric guitar that you got to play, Josh, when y'all did this song.
Poor
is
imitation of.
excellent. Yeah, well, I'm sure yours was great, but
Thanks.
whatever it was, this is incredible. And I also think the structure and the length of the song is really effective, where some of the others have felt a little bloated.
Yeah.
Lyrically, we're also getting some new material, very cool lingual colors, sonic balm lingual
Yeah.
colors, to paint
wow.
a striking picture of the drive into LA.
Yeah.
1,000 pairs of fiery eyes burn like a serpent down the Highway 5 as the long amber tail to Los Angeles unwinds. It's great.
That was good.
That's great.
Yeah, incredible. And I like how in the first verse, my interpretation at least is that he's driving into LA. And then in the second verse, it's someone moving toward him, taking a journey of 1,000 miles of pain to his screen door,
Maybe the
which
prodigal
evokes the
son.
idea of like a country home. So we
Yeah.
go from like big city to rural location. Yeah, it could be a prodigal paradigm. So there's like a story happening, but it's not like heavy-handed. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel too worshipy.
Right.
I don't love the cripple idea because I'm kind of like I'm not big on like any sort of imagery that creates the idea of like reducing humanity down to like primarily sinful or like fallen or flawed. But if you think of it as like a way to acknowledge your humanity, your frailty, and like encourage a sense of humility when you're like sitting at the table with the divine, that idea is really compelling to me. So this refrain moment that we get across this album, for me, it really works here. The cripple at your table,
Yeah.
and then I sit beside you. Like both of those sort of lines are very simple, but they paint a clear picture. And something about that kind of like over and over again for me is that sonic balm. It like works.
Well, and he also his delivery too. Like he's really good at those sort of like low down
Yes.
moments, but he utilizes his falsetto a lot in this song, and it's
Yeah,
really
well.
nice.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yes.
Like
I like it.
Yeah.
it's a very specific kind of falsetto.
Mm-hmm. You feel like you're sitting at the table with him as
Yes,
he
exactly.
sings.
Like he's got a very
to whoever
specific
he's
sort of
singing to.
like masculine tone to a lot of what he does. So then when he goes into that upper register, it feels very vulnerable in a way
Yes.
that I enjoy.
Yeah, no, it really resonates.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot.
Me
It's a
too.
good song.
I love the line for all my revelating. I just can't make sense. That's good. I'm going to start
Yep.
saying I was revelating on this song earlier, and my thoughts are in as much as such. I like that line a lot.
We
And then
are
I
who?
also we've talked about how Kylan loves spider songs
Yes.
on the show.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about
Yeah.
it, but I love ghost songs.
That makes
If you
sense.
say ghost in your song,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like it 25% more automatically.
Gives you points.
Is this
I
on our
love-
CJN Halloween playlist?
Ooh,
Should
That's
be.
maybe. It's not. I don't know if it's spooky enough. It's not the spookiest song on this record.
Oh, yeah, true.
True.
We'll see. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know.
True.
But
Yeah, well,
love
you
me
know,
some
I
ghost
love ghost songs too, Josh. You're well aware. I had an entire Lost EP that you guys both played on.
That's true. Which
called
honestly
Ghost.
was
Yep.
kind of fitting that it was titled Ghost.
I know.
Semi-ironic.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
wisped away
People
into
can't-
the ether.
Did you say
Engage
semi-ironic?
with it.
Yes.
Okay, I heard semi-erotic and was really confused for.
I don't remember it being
entirely-
that.
It was
but
well.
I could
I
have
mean,
forgotten.
I would describe my music as semi-erotic.
He had a song called Hallelujah.
Hey, man.
That secret
Dress us
chord.
up.
Yeah,
Let's-
I was gonna say she tied him to the kitchen chair
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Let's dress us up, guys. Track number
Wait,
5.
wait, wait.
Get
Oh,
the
imagery,
imagery check?
Imagery
checklist.
check. So we have carbon ribs, which are kind of like ribs, which are kind of like bones, which are kind of like skeleton bones.
Thanks
But
for tying that
different
all together.
that
for
we've
me, TJ.
established. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. You're welcome. Fiery eyes, which are a lot like bloodshot eyes. We have Highway 5, which we've had interstate and street before. We have Los Angeles, which is a city. We've had mention of a city before. Screen door, which we'll hear about later. Again, the idea of kind of resurrecting, being a cripple and being made to walk. And inside my skin. I bring that one up specifically, and the ribs line in full is within the confines of these carbon ribs because we have previously had inside our chest and inside your chest from Mr. McMillan. And he really likes being inside different parts of the body.
He's got a real
inside the ribs,
a real
inside the
xenomorph
chest.
vibes.
Yes, inside my skin. He's gonna pop out, man. Look out, he's coming. But it's really wild how often, and a lot of times it's in the first verse or within the first minute of the song.
Yeah.
Like he's got a trope, like a consistent sort of style that he's like We start inside and then we work our way out. But it's
Like
like,
a
over and over
driving.
again.
On the highway.
Like a xenomorph. And we're driving. Yeah. Which sounds dangerous. Don't drive while
Don't drive
xenomorphed.
with wild xenomorph. if we can get any sort of PSA out from
That's the one.
Yes.
CJN headquarters, don't drive while xenomorphed.
I think we're going to save some lives with this.
I think so.
Undoubtedly.
Hopefully we
Yeah.
won't see any skeleton bones. Let's move on to track number 5. Dress Us Up.
Obligatory dotted eighth guitar part.
I was gonna say, okay, let's back off the
Over
edge
low toms.
if we can.
Yes. Thank you. That is exactly what I said. Like you two called, they want their worship song that they ghost wrote for Hillsong back.
Yeah.
They want
This
it
is the
back.
most egregious Hillsong-y, straight up worship thing, and it's too long.
Oh,
9
Kyle's
minutes?
finally showed
He
up.
does.
on the
9
podcast.
minutes?
7
What the
minutes,
fuck is
cool.
this?
9 minutes, too
What is
much
this?
for
What is
Kylan.
this?
Too long.
Too much. Well, 9 minutes of dotted eighth. I'm just.
Let's put it this way, though, Kylan. Say Dress Us Up wasn't on here, and what was it? Skeleton Bones was 9 minutes instead of 7 minutes. Would you be here for it just as much as you are with it as it presently stands?
No, that sounds insane. Why does Skeleton Bones need 2 extra minutes? That is a crazy
Great.
proposition.
This does have a cool
That's what I
War
needed
on
to hear.
Drugsy outro that takes
it
up a
is
little
cool.
bit of time.
It is cool.
So
It is
that's
cool.
Yeah.
It's just too much. Okay, but this. Okay, I thought of this phrase earlier, and then I was extremely apologetic because I said at this point in the record, he has a real Soderberghian vibe with this album, which the second I thought of that phrase, I wanted to apologize to the two of you and say
Yeah,
that
you
I
should.
appreciate you being friends with me anyway, because it's the most insufferable
welcome.
thing. But like the whole like Steven Soderbergh like one for me, one for them thing. The way that he approached like filmmaking for a long
Yep.
time. There's a big
love
part of
this.
this record that it feels like, okay, I'm gonna write like an actually like personal song, and then I'm gonna write a song that's attempting to be the next desert song.
Because I got to
right?
pay the bills.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe that's the
which-
secret. I mean, it's
Yeah,
worked for him.
Yeah, no, for sure. It really
Apparently.
has. But for all of those like really incredibly like personal artistic moments on this record that I loved, there were a lot more of these sort of like you can tell are sort of like a commercial capitalist decision that was being made that I don't resonate with as much.
Yeah.
It's funny because when we talked about Collapsible Lung, I was the one saying that, and you were defending it
Right.
because like
Well,
it was Matt
because-
Thiessen's like
because
resume
Matt,
as a pop
like,
songwriter.
Yeah, you know, Lil Matty Boy was going through some stuff.
True.
John Mark is like
It's just funny.
a good old boy.
'Cause
No, for sure.
both-
Like I fully recognize the hypocrisy of what I'm saying
But
based on
but
our
still,
previous
both,
episode.
both like perspectives are
It's
valid
valid.
within
Yeah,
the
yeah.
context of their respective albums. I think. Like I'm with you. I see what you're
Right.
saying, and it is kind of like
I do love that we flip flopped on that.
That is, yeah.
yeah, but I actually agree with you on this one because I think it is a little discordant. It creates a little like listening dissonance for me at least, because it's like you can feel it. You can feel that like
Yeah.
Carvin Ribs, at least to me, was very vulnerable and very personal, and then Dress Us Up is like, all right, hey
All right.
Hillsong.
Here's the
What's up?
worship song.
Yep. Let's start it with the dotted eighth just to really make sure people know this is the worship song. I
yeah.
do.
Right.
I will give him a little bit of John Foreman credit that I still do like believe him when he's singing even something that's definitely more like an over worship song.
Yeah.
It feels
Yeah.
like it's coming from like a more honest place, and
He is a
that
very
he's-
earnest vocalist.
yeah, he
like
is.
just in general.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it's as cash grabby as it someone else doing it would make it sound like.
Right. For sure.
Yeah. One lyric that
And-
to me is kind of hilarious. Like as far as the tone or the intended punch kind of falling flat is the sun and the moon. They come out of their grave just for you. Which, first of all, that part is hilarious. I didn't know the sun and the moon had graves.
That's
But
where they go
apparently they
whenever
do.
they're
Yeah, yeah.
not up
Base
in the sky.
graves.
Yeah.
Got it. Thanks. And then the next line, the dead man. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm with you. And the cynical too.
Right.
Okay. So we got a dead guy and we have a cynical guy that I presume is alive. Next line, they're coming out of their grave. Wait, hang on. So
Cynical
there's a
guy's been
normal
stuck
guy
there
that's dead.
for a long time.
The cynical guy.
And the
He's
cynical
like,
guy is
this
also
death
dead.
stuff is nonsense. What is? I don't believe in this death stuff. This is like.
And it's just for you. They're coming out of their grave, and it's just for you.
No,
They're
that
coming
is
out of their
funny. I
cage,
never
and they've
thought
been
about
feeling
that.
just fine.
Yeah.
They've been feeling slightly cynical.
Yeah. Slightly cynical. Like it's such a weird order of things. Like start
Right.
with the cynical guy and then go to the dead one. Don't start with death and then be like, and the cynical guy.
Cynical.
Oh wait,
Cynical guy.
And the
I meant to
dead
say from the
guy,
beginning,
too.
he's also dead.
He's also he also is coming out
They're
of his
both
but
dead.
okay, so
He's
then
dead,
I
but he was
imagine
One's an
also
optimist.
cynical when he was alive.
I imagine the cynical guy
Right.
then he's fully not dead, but he's like, I get, like, everyone's saying it's time to die. I get I'll just fine,
Yes,
I'll just go sit in my
fine.
grave.
I'll just be
Like,
in my
well, this is
grave.
bullshit. Like, oh wait, Jesus is saying me and the moon
love
should
of
come
God
out.
is stronger. All
Me
right.
and the moon should come out.
No, that
Oh
is
wait,
that is really
I
funny.
stumbled into the moon's grave. This is not mine. Sorry.
I
It's
never.
a space grave. This isn't for me. Yeah, this is what you get.
That's
when you
funny.
ask TJ
oh, I
to
love that.
listen
oh,
to an
I
album
love
in
that.
2025.
That's so good. Oh, that's so
Very
funny.
fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, speaking of graves, we had the cynical and the moon, but now let's talk about death in his grave.
All right.
And check number 6, death in his grave. Oh, wait. Imagery check.
Imagery check was sun, moon, grave, death, resurrection, and blood. More blood.
Perfect.
Lots of blood.
More blood.
Perfect. All right, death in his grave.
Billows calmed on raging seas, for the souls of men should crave. Sun and moon from balcony turn their head in disbelief. Precious love would taste the sting.
This is the most streamed song on the record by a lot.
That makes sense. This
Yeah.
was a big one for everybody.
I don't
the time.
even.
Okay.
I missed
Really?
it.
Know that.
Yes, I don't remember the song.
Oh, this
I'm
is
sure
like
it had to
this
have gotten
is-
played at DBU.
Yeah, no, this
but I
this
do
is a big
not
one.
remember it. I dig it though.
There were a lot of those that like people would do special versions of, and they would just kind of like, I think, go in one ear and out the other for me. The service, I'd be like, okay, the Earth's crying out for blood. Weird. And
I
then
do
the
like
song's
that he
over. I'm
does
like, all right.
throw in stuff like that. Like the last song was, I'd say maybe the most worshipy, but this one, like even though this one is like definitely like thematically worship song, like the earth crying out for blood, like you're
Right.
like, oh, like that's
Well-
kind of cool and like pretty risque for
Okay,
like a worship song.
I don't know how much we want to dig into. Like we were talking about the guitarist sort of being culpable for a certain amount of like worship music sameness.
For worship guitarists.
I mean, with this song, I do think John Mark McMillan is a little bit culpable for this like rise in a specific type of worship music. And you know, I don't like, you can't fault Fight Club for like Boondock Saints and for every other like shitty like hyper masculine sort of like mid 2000s
That missed the point.
movie that missed
Yeah.
the point of it. And but I feel like there was like a huge glut of, and this is something that I even feel like the quote unquote worship industry is dealing with. Friggin' Brandon Lake. There's a lot of worship music that I think kind of takes this formula where you write really catchy things that are like really like you're trying, the songwriter is trying to squeeze in their personal point of view, but then also market the song as like a mass appeal, quote unquote, worship song that, like I said, we don't have to get into that like too much. I don't know how much I want to actually have that conversation, but I do feel like this is sort of a Rosetta Stone for a specific type of worship music that is incredibly prevalent now, that I don't love. That's maybe not specifically, you know, and there's so many ways you could go about that argument of like it's not theologically sound. It's like it's more me focused as opposed to God focused. And I feel like a lot of it comes back to this song. I don't know.
I see what you're saying, and I mean there have been a lot of times where those types of songs happened at church, and I was like, I don't know if I agree with this person's perspective, and it's a moment where you realize like, oh, there is a perspective.
Right, exactly.
It's not just like this kind of like open like third person or like non perspective song. It's like a specific,
right.
It's a
So
specific
like
perspective.
regardless of
And,
how
like,
like anyone
puts
like
you in an
feels
interesting-
about that, I do feel like a lot of lesser, well, I wouldn't even say lesser. A lot of songwriters took sort of the formula of this song and kind of ran with that.
And probably others like it that he wrote,
To-
and others were
right.
writing around that time.
Mm-hmm.
Degrees that I don't necessarily love.
Yeah.
You know.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you like this song though?
I
Regardless
do like
of
this song.
whatever
It's a good
started.
song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. I like it too.
It's a good song.
I dig those female
the
vocals.
organ and the
They're,
organ
like,
is
really
like
nice.
so good.
Yeah, the organ's awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta love
Yeah.
that B3. I want every song should have more B3.
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
Your vitamin B3. You know?
I know. I love me a B3.
Yeah.
Take your medicine, folks.
That's right.
Take
That's
that
it.
B3.
That's the medicine. Vitamin B3.
Mhm.
Yep. No, I like this song a
Right.
lot too. Friday a Thief, Sunday a King. That's good. I
Yeah.
like that. If I have to be nitpicky, the bridge when it comes in, I was like, maybe that felt a little forced, or like I feel like it didn't really like need that. I feel like you could have just had like your two verses and your choruses, and then like you were talking about TJ, the great female vocals, and like that could have been a great vibe to like end it off on. But if I had to like say something nitpicky, but I like this song.
Right. Imagery checklist. I know he talks about sons and daughters.
Graves.
Yep. And sun and moon again. Earth, which is like rock, is like dust, is like stone. Blood again, so much blood. Death.
Is that every
obviously.
song?
Graves.
Does every song
had
talk
blood?
about blood?
Nearly. I didn't do a tally, but so much blood, you guys.
Blood.
And
It's a
again,
bloodbath.
resurrection. It's a bloodbath. Like I don't. Maybe the medicine's actually blood. That's the secret. We think it's B3.
All right, so we know for sure John Mark McMillan is not a Jehovah's Witness because he believes in blood transfusions. Track number 7, Belly of the Lion.
It's like a Tarantino film up in here. There's so much blood.
Dance a dance we call living and dying in the valley of the city, in the belly of a lion. Work all week long, all week long. You can lose your soul in the concrete riverbeds, rolling with the flow of the currents of the walking dead. 5 o'clock comes in Europe, Rolling Stone. Days like these, you got nothing to say.
This is my favorite song.
This is a good
It's my
song.
second favorite.
This is hands
get
down
it.
my favorite. I listen to this song once a month.
He feels more loose, right? And like
Yeah.
laid back in this one, and real.
Well, and this is what I'm
Which is cool.
what I'm talking about, like the Soderbergh of it
One for
all.
you,
Of,
one
like
for
this
me,
feels like a song for him. Like this feels like a personal song, and it's like like there's a little bit of Christian imagery, but you could also just listen to this song and enjoy this song on its own.
No, it doesn't feel like it has any like
Yeah, it's about-
religious themes or anything.
Right.
Like, it's just a good song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like he's just kind of singing about like apathy or depression or like insert your modern struggle, whatever
Right.
you want.
and
which is
being
what's
like
great
like
The
about it.
5 o'clock
caught
blues, you
in
know.
capitalist hellscape.
Yeah.
Right. Like
Right.
The guitar is so
and it
good.
resonates, man.
I
I
do
love
like
Yeah,
it.
when the band kicks in,
Yeah, it's
like,
so good.
10 out of 10.
I do like it. It's just cool, like the context that it provides. Like, I feel like having this come after death in his grave, because then I feel like you kind of like get the, like you have Jesus' sacrifice, and then you get to apply it to like the mundanity of regular corporate work life, and so then I feel like maybe it makes you think a little bit more of like, oh, of my regular week, keeping things like that in perspective.
Yeah.
But it's not like inferred in the song. That's just from the track listing. Like this song
Right.
is just like days
Right.
like these, I got nothing to sing about, you know?
Yeah, and like this is just something like this song is a really big touch point for me as a songwriter in general. I think just talking about the sort of like banality, the mundanity of like just working a day job, and then have I even like I have that song Creative Graves, which is sort of like a rehashed version of this song of just like like the essential point of that song that I wrote is this, like days like these I have nothing to sing about. I don't know, man. I'm an inherently creative person who's forced into this mold that pushes down my creativity, and I'm just so like oppressed about it, like or oppressed by this system. Like I can't like do the thing that I want to do, like even if I want to, you know. And I this song just resonates with me like a ton. I love this song.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
And then he does that yell.
Yeah,
Who
can we get
would've
John
knew
Mark
that yell
yelling
at
more,
3:15?
please?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god, so good. One of my favorite vocal moments on this whole thing.
Agreed.
It's great.
Yeah, because then the
and
like
the jam, like
the
outro
drums go
jam,
crazy
it's killer.
to like
Yeah,
fill it
it's
out.
perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Controversial take. This is a good song.
Great
Very
song.
good song.
And he proves in this song that he can do the like tidal wave like beach metaphor well, because he says, "Listen to the rhythm of the pawn shop shore." That's great. He can do it. He just didn't in that other one.
It was taxing the shores of the washing away, TJ.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
He's
Yep.
just a
not
vibe
smart
guy,
enough,
I
guys.
feel like.
It's just vibes. It's just vibes.
I feel like he's a real
It's
vibe
vibes.
guy songwriter
Mm-hmm.
who has like
Specific vibes.
yes, I mean he has like deep
More
wells
ghosts.
of
More ghosts on this one.
what's that?
Or a
yes.
ghost, at least.
Oh yeah.
Another
Yeah.
ghost.
More
Friday,
ghosts,
she's a ghost.
more
Yep.
interstate. I mean, like this song hits all of the things, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Ready? We got city, we got belly,
Bellies.
lion, concrete,
Concrete.
riverbeds, train, which will show up later, Walking Dead, the idea
Stones.
of like death and resurrection, Rolling Stone, yep, old screen porch, which I said on Carbon Ribs that we would see the screen concept come back, interstate, and Amsterdam, which is another city. He just loves all his cities.
He's a
We
country
got
boy.
so much,
You gotta
man.
love the city. You're from the country.
Gotta love them cities. That's right. You might even name a song after it.
He would never.
Speaking of,
No? You don't think?
Okay, before we go into the next song, where would you rank the movie Philadelphia in your Jonathan Demme? Welcome to Movie Jams Now. Where would you rank Philadelphia within the Jonathan Demme filmography? Have you all seen Philadelphia? I guess I should start with
12.
I know.
12
Bruce. I know Bruce wrote that song for it.
that. Oh my God. Have you guys seen Philadelphia, the movie with Tom
No,
Hanks?
But I have heard "Streets of Philadelphia" by Bruce Springsteen.
Nope.
Have you seen Streets of Fire?
No, but I've listened to the "Streets of Fire" song by Bruce Springsteen
No, but
on my favorite.
I heard
Bruce
there are a
Springsteen
lot of
record.
worms.
There are a lot of
Philadelphia.
worms.
If there's one thing I know about
Have you guys
Philadelphia,
seen It's Always Sunny in
of
Philadelphia?
So many worms.
it's always
Of course.
wormy in Philadelphia. Is that what
All
you
right. Controversial take. Philadelphia, good movie by the guy that also made Stop Making Sense and Silence of the Lambs.
Oh.
said? Oh,
Guys, I'm so embarrassed to be on a movie podcast with y'all. Track number 8,
I have
Philadelphia.
no credentials for it.
We're bad at this.
The swing door hits the wall, and you're packing on your feet. You say you nothing for you in this cardboard town.
Okay, this is funny, TJ. I didn't know this was in my notes, and I didn't know you were doing your imagery checklist. My first note is, man, he references bellies and screen doors a lot.
Yep. Yep. Boy, does he.
And other towns.
Among many other things.
And we've had Amsterdam, we've had Philadelphia, we've had cardboard towns. Now
LA.
we have plexiglass towns.
I like the
Yep,
plexiglass
that's
town.
true.
Plexiglass
line.
town is cool.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So it like there's this portion of this record that feels almost like a concept record of like
Yep.
like he's like a country boy who went out to LA to like try to make it and was just like, what the fuck is this? Right?
Chewed
and
up.
those are the parts
Yeah.
of the record that I think I like really resonate with.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it's like you're saying. There's
that
like
he's just
the-
like- he,
the
like,
sort of,
runs away.
Americana songwriter,
yeah.
Yeah.
50% of the album, and then there's like the worship leader, 50% of the album,
Yeah.
because he's got one foot in each world.
And I'm
And
totally okay with that.
I feel for the plight
yeah.
of anybody who's trying to find themselves in the midst of that. But it is, like I said before, it's a kind of a discordant listen.
Listen,
Not even like the tracks, like from track to track, but even within
Right.
songs. Because it'll go to the like Jesus-y refrain
yes.
out of
I will say this may be like the
thrice
perfect
outtake.
record for my experience. Like if you are
Totally.
if you are on staff as a worship leader of a church and within your capacity as a worship leader, you are slowly starting to realize that you are losing your faith. Boy, oh
all
boy, do
come
I have a
apart.
record for you.
Yeah.
This
the
this
medicine?
just hits all the buttons.
Wait, do you mean Chris Your Branches, Kylan?
Well, that one's
that's
that's
further
the
down
next
the
one.
line.
Yes,
That's-
that's when you're like,
yeah.
okay, for real, fuck this. This is when you're like, maybe,
I guess I skipped the,
like maybe fuck this
rookie-
a little bit. I don't know. You're like, this is like,
I went straight to
Like-
varsity then. I don't
yes,
know.
yeah.
I did it wrong. I don't
Yeah, no, this is like
Yeah,
like
that's too big of a jump.
like babies first. I don't know how I feel about Christianity.
Yeah.
Right.
Record, while also like, oh wait, I can play all these songs for my job.
Yeah.
So
No, I do like that, and I don't know, I don't know what preceded it, but I do like that he was kind of able to do this of like one for me, one for them, or just being like, I like to write worship songs. I also just like to write regular songs, and I can put them
Right.
both on a record, and it mostly works. Like, I think that's a cool move that he didn't feel like he had to do. Oh, I got a couple worship songs. I need to make a full worship record. Like, he's just kind of putting songs on as he feels like he wants to do, which is really cool. Because I don't know how much of people had done all that much before that, or I feel like that was like that's kind
Right.
of his thing, and he still does that now.
I didn't know that. That's interesting. To
Yeah.
know that he's like still kind of dabbling in that world.
Yeah, like
and
obviously
kind of
all his songs,
back
you,
and forth of
you
it all.
like it's through the lens of obviously someone who's of the faith, but like not every song is like dealing with that. So I think that's cool. We
So-
kind of use it as a touch point of like for like other placement stuff. Whenever we were looking to get out of like doing worship stuff, I looked at like, well, maybe it could be like John Michael McMillan, where you're doing like some worship stuff, but not everything has to be a worship song, which is a cool, cool. I don't know, cool strategy that he does.
realm to
Yeah.
swim in. I was wondering if either of y'all had a take on like the like who the narrator is and like who they're speaking to. You like because Kylan, you sort of alluded to like he's the one that went off to L.A. But
Right.
but in the song it's like the perspective of the singer is that they're talking to someone who left
Who left
to go
yeah.
to Hollywood.
well, it feels like he
and
almost
burned
like
their bridges.
you know.
So is he singing to himself? You know, like
Yeah. To almost tie it back a little bit to like I Am Hollywood, like there's a big part of this record that feels like it's telling the story of someone going to Los Angeles and losing their soul a little bit, but then it seems like to me like he is kind of singing to himself or like to a part of himself. Like where maybe like he did try to do the like typical singer-songwriter thing and like try to quote unquote make it. But his heart is like really back in the South, which also kind of ties into like the prodigal son thing too, right? Of like,
Yeah.
like he's struggling with like these two versions of himself, and it seems like he doesn't like the version of himself that existed on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, I can
that's
see that.
interesting.
I like that.
That it's
Overall,
like
I didn't
He's
have-
both characters in the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, overall, I didn't have like a strong take of like, oh, this song is about this. Like, I get little ideas. But overall, I just really enjoyed the song and the vibe of it, even if I'm not like, I know exactly what's going on here.
I think it
Right.
comes at
The
a
slide guitar is rad.
good
It
point
is
in the
great.
record. Yeah. The lead guitar is so good. All right, guys. Track number 9, much like the worms at Josh's house, they're coming out of the ground.
The lights come out, they'll follow you around the block, where the freight train stops for you.
This also contributes like to the live feeling
Mm-hmm.
on the
Yep.
whole record.
Yeah, because you get the like little outtake moment, stick click
agree.
and all that.
I agree.
This like the intro almost reminds me of like it's like somewhere between like David Crowder, U2, and Love Drug somehow.
Oh, it is very Love
Yeah.
Drug.
You know
I
what I
get some
mean?
Love Drug vibes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a little spooky.
It is.
Is this a zombie song?
Yes.
Seems
Coming
like it
up
to
from
me.
the ground, out of the ground for you. We fall apart at the seams from day to dark. One by one, come undone, come alive.
Right. So
Yeah,
if
totally.
most of the record is like if Faulkner wrote Revelations, this is like
This
if
is Romero.
if Faulkner wrote some kind of zombie by Audio Adrenaline.
Ah, yeah,
Some
there you
zombie
go.
movie,
That's better. Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Okay, this is the closing track on the album proper, right?
No.
No,
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 10,000.
the next one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
Musically, I really like this song. I feel like lyrically, it's a little undercooked. I feel like it's his least descriptive song, and I don't really know what it's trying to say or what it's trying to do, which feels like a right place where you put it in track, like the second to last song. You're like, we can just put it here.
Right.
But musically, I like it a lot. That it's got some cool guitar work in there. They hit adds to the spookiness. They kind of go. I think it's like the tritone. Like it sounds like they're on like the 4, and then they go a half step up to where it's like between the 4 and the 5.
Yeah.
And like I think it's in the bridge or whatever to make it a little like unsettling, and it's cool.
Yeah.
But lyrically, I'm like, it's zombies, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Zombies, I
Musically, that lead line is very like, it's very reminiscent of the best Coldplay lead lines that I like, really like. Dun, 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 dun. Like it feels like that Coldplay ripping off U2, but like Southern fried a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's like a tritone kind of feeling of just like
Yeah.
cyclical. Yeah. Yeah.
That snare roll is so good though too.
The snare roll is cool. There's some sweet bass in this one for sure.
Do y'all know what this song is supposed to be about? I didn't.
I don't know. Some
I
kind
never
of
got
zombie.
past
I mean-
zombies. I got zombies.
Yeah, I think
So,
some kind of zombie. I think McMillan's just like preoccupied with like resurrection metaphors.
yeah. So obviously that is
And-
in line with it.
He just thought this like coming up from out of the ground would be enough of a
To take you there.
you know
Yeah.
like idea to hang a whole song on. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, this feels like
It's a vibe.
a bad version of something like Skeleton Bones, right? Like of trying to marry the two disparate ideas of like the personal singer-songwriter thing and the worship thing. This feels like
Right.
the weaker version of that.
Yeah. Less fully cooked,
Mm-hmm.
like you're saying, Josh.
Yeah. Yep.
Imagery check. We've got
Yeah.
the block, which, like we've heard, city block in the past. We've got the return of the train. This time it's a freight train. We've got the ground, which is like earth and stone and rock and ash and clay. We've got the city again. And I was gonna say in Philadelphia, we've got the return of the screen door, like
Oh yeah.
you also mentioned, Kylan.
Mm-hmm.
And then catching up again in Out of the Ground, we've got pavement, which is a lot like concrete. And then again, this idea of resurrection, obviously.
Pavement
just
is
obsessed
to
with it.
concrete what skeleton bones are to regular bones.
Or ribs.
Yeah.
Ribs
yeah.
are Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Man, say
No,
that
he's-
10,000 times.
Make them in a circle.
Oh, there we go. All right, guys.
Ooh.
Ostensibly the last track, track number 10, 10,000.
10,000 weeping with wings on their tears. Amidst 10,000 voices for 10,000 years.
I don't know, man. It's all right. Like he's already done that. Like at this point in the record, he's already done all of this. Like he's done that sort of like hammer on pull off acoustic thing. He's done the spacey guitar. Lyrically, he's kind of like already said a lot of this stuff.
Has he?
I'm kind of over it at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
He says sinew, which, I mean, how many songs have sinew as a lyric? Just
Like
kinda gross,
thousands,
but
man. I could name
cool.
you. I could name you 100
Okay,
right now.
do it right now.
All right.
Name
10,000
3.
maybe?
10,000.
Sinew. Hold on. Let me look this
Yeah.
up. What is this?
Google
A
it.
Collide
Find-
record or
find some
a Collide
songs.
Records ad?
Yeah, find some songs with sinews in the lyrics, but
Sinews Drive Like Jehu. Sinew by Purity Ring. Somewhere Only We Know by Keen. Break Those Bones, Whose Sinews Gave It Motion by Meshuggah. Everyone talks about sinews. man.
oh, okay.
This is old news.
Yeah, I didn't know so many people were singing about sinews. My bad. They're
Everyone
kind of
is.
like bones, aren't they? Kind of like skeleton
They're
bones.
the
It's a
things
lot
that,
like bones.
that connect
Yeah.
bones.
It's a lot like bones. Yeah, no, I agree. I do think it's a very fitting, like a good way to wrap up the record sonically. So I like it. It makes sense.
But unfortunately,
And I
with the main or with the record label re-release and the extra songs, like this comes at like this song just doesn't work for me.
so as someone
personally.
who knew the 08 version of it, did you always view this as the end of the record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I still wish that Death in His Grave was the last song.
Oh, you would have swapped them?
I think so. Yeah.
I think that could also work.
Can I make a Kylan-esque confession?
Please.
It's not Soderberghian, but it is Kylan-esque. I wanted the record to be done after Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I thought Philadelphia should have been the closer.
That would be a cool way to also close it.
I could
That's a
dig
very
that.
2025 take. And it's also
Yeah.
not very typical of me. But I really was feeling that. I was like, yeah, this is a cool vibe to end the record.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this totally agree, Kylan. He kind of
Well,
did everything. They
yeah,
already did
and then he
everything that they
does
did on this
this-
song. in
Yeah,
other
like he's got a
points.
really specific like 4/4 vibe on some of the songs, and he's got a really specific like 3/4 waltz vibe on a lot of the like worship songs.
Mm-hmm.
That like this, like I feel like you could almost swap out with How He Loves or
Yeah,
Death in His
same.
Grave, like,
Same time signature.
Similar vibe.
and it feels like the same tempo, like the same kind of like picking pattern. Like it's just got like too close of a vibe with the other songs. It feels like a B-side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like, kind of like I was saying thematically, opening the record with Reckoning Day is cool. I do like ending the record with the I've overcome by my song in the blood of a son, of like taking that verse and kind of like, instead of the word of our testimony, changing it to song, but then like you end the record on I've overcome by my song, like the songs that we've been singing kind of thing. Like I feel like that's a
Right.
cool way to end the record.
It's
of like
nice.
we're
Yeah, it's
closing it
self-aware.
out. Yeah, yeah. So I do like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty
but
cool.
it hits me the same way, like as the opening track. Like intellectually, like yeah, I get it. It makes sense. It just doesn't vibe with me very much.
I get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, it was more the same imagery, and that really
Yeah.
bummed me out because we got coals in our chest. Again, we're inside the chest.
Are they
within
they're inside the chest?
the
Okay.
ribs?
Yeah. Showing
in
our
our
skeleton
chest.
bones.
There's graves, there's rocks, there's highways, there's more blood. Wouldn't you know it? Blood, blood, and more blood of a husband. There's blood of a son. So much blood. There's more bones.
Okay, but
And you guys, the most exciting part of this is that the cynical are back, y'all. We thought we saw the last of them,
They came out of
but
their
the
grave.
cynical are back.
They had to come
Yeah,
back.
they were laying where the cynical have lain, where the cynical go down. I guess they died again.
Were they dead
I don't
though,
know if
the
they're
whole
dead.
time, or were they just in the grave, just awake?
We
just
don't know.
chilling?
just
Yeah,
awake, just
We don't know.
hanging out. Like
just chilling.
Just sitting there, I guess.
I just
Cynical
imagine
and mad.
someone just. This is bullshit.
Sitting in a grave.
This is the last
6
time I
feet
book
under.
a vacation on Groupon.
But they're not dead. They're just a little apathetic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but like
A lot of the same. So much blood.
Blood was like the vibe of this time, right? Because what was the song?
guess.
What was the other big song?
Ooh, Blood Brothers. Blood Brothers,
yeah,
right?
No,
Colin?
no, no,
it was a
no.
couple- that was
No,
a little
right?
earlier.
Totally different scene.
Oh,
there's
You don't think
another-
they would have toured together?
There's another
Mark
like,
McMillan and
With blood
Blood
comes
Brothers.
cleansing.
honestly, that's one of those things
I'd go
like
to that show.
that would be maybe my perfect show. Like, and it would be just me.
No, I'd be there. I'd be
Okay. You and me go see the double bill John Mark McMillan and Blood Brothers.
Who's opening for whom?
there. Good question.
Maybe they switch out each night. I mean,
Okay,
we
yeah.
would follow
Yeah.
the whole tour, so
Naturally.
If they're in Philadelphia, L.A., Amsterdam, then it's J&M headlining.
That's true. There you go.
what was the other big song? It was an old hymn that a guy Christian Stanfill did a version. It was another like big like passion song around then, right?
And it was a
Like
blood song.
it was another big like blood song. Like blood just like felt like the vibe of Christianity, like hipster evangelical vibe of like 2010. Was like let's fuck with blood, guys.
Let's just
what
bathe in blood.
what was it? Josh, do you know? Do you know?
I'm trying to look up Christian Stanfill.
Christian
song right
Stanfill.
now.
Just Google Christian Stanfill blood.
Blood,
I'm
blood,
not
and
doing
more
that.
blood.
No, okay, all right, fine.
I don't wanna
I'm gonna do
Google
it.
blood.
Christian, it's with a K, right? Christian
with a K.
Stanfill, blood, passion. Oh my god.
Have fun with those cookies.
Yikes.
No, okay, none of this is it.
Is
Nothing
it
but
Jesus
the
paid
blood.
it all that I'm thinking of?
Jesus paid it all.
Nothing but the blood.
Nothing but the
Yeah,
blood. Okay,
Jesus paid it all.
nothing but the
all to
blood.
him I owe.
Okay.
They
Right?
had washed the crimson stain.
Wash it
He
white as
washed it white as
snow.
snow.
And then it went into like a U2 still haven't found
1, 3,
what I'm looking
4,
for kind of thing.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. Blood was the vibe. Children, Dawson, I'm
Crimson
telling
Stain.
you, I'm speaking to you as your older
As your
music
elder.
uncle in
Yes.
2009.
Blood was big in the 2010s.
Blood was big. Take my word for it.
Blood was it. It was all blood. Blood and sinew,
Blood was in
skeleton bones.
bones,
This is where
ribs, the cynical. So much cynicism.
So much.
Okay.
Lions, apparently.
So we're ostensibly done with the record.
Yes.
Oh, we're done.
I really, if I'm
Would you
being
like to
honest,
talk about?
I don't want to talk about My Only and Between the Cracks. Those are totally just B-sides. They're
Those
not
are pretty
good.
boring. I did like Carolina Tide the most out of those.
That's the thing. I want to talk about Carolina Tide a lot because that was almost my favorite song. So Belly of the Lion and Carolina Tide are the two that I mentioned before that like I go back to
Oh,
regularly.
that's cool.
Because this has like a similar vibe to Carbon Ribs at the beginning, like
Yeah.
with that acoustic line.
Mhm.
But then it just gets
Yep.
like, it's big and the guitar has those like crazy like Starflyer bends. That thing, I'm like, I'm all about it. And
Nice.
How He Loves was just like massive. Like I feel like we have to at least
It was the song. Yeah.
talk about it briefly. I feel like we already did. I don't want to talk about it more. It was fine.
I feel like we had to talk about it briefly. I feel like we already did. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Welcome to Church Jams Now,
That was
the podcast where three former
It's a
youth group
nothing.
kids and current music nerds deep dive into Christian music from the 90s and 2000s. I, of course, am your co-host, Kylan Savage. Hey, I did it right that time. Can we just put that
yeah.
in
Just
the
cut
beginning?
that and we'll move it. Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
we'll fix it in post.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big song. He talked about a sloppy wet kiss, and that was like a thing,
He sure
right?
did.
And then it became unforeseen.
Unforeseen
which I feel
kiss?
is worse.
He's who we got the blame for the sloppy and wetness of the kiss.
I like
Yeah,
the
I see.
sloppy wet.
It's
I'm
better than
here for the sloppy
unforeseen.
wet.
I don't want to unforeseen.
I
Just
don't.
turn around and,
Right, an unforeseen kiss
I did
is
not
is
consent.
arguably more problematic than
Yeah.
a sloppy
Oh,
wet
no,
kiss.
it is. Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Yeah, because I can think of many times in my life where I've enjoyed a sloppy wet kiss. I
When there was
cannot think
Rank
of
your sloppy wet kisses for me, Kylan.
okay. 2013. Imagine it. Collapsible Lung had just come out. I was a lost boy.
TJ had just finished helping me move.
We shared a sloppy wet kiss.
There it is. No, we didn't. I'd remember
2014.
something like that, buddy.
An unforeseen kiss is slightly terrifying.
It is.
There is a third one too. I can't remember. I know someone else changed the words, and there's a third version
Oh, really?
that's not sloppy wet or unforeseen.
Oh,
can't
jammers, let us know.
remember.
Because
What it is?
unforeseen just like freaked me out. I just hated that.
Yeah.
All right. So now you guys rank your top 10 unforeseen kisses.
Oh no.
Fine, I'll rank mine. In 2014, TJ had just helped me move a couch. We had shared a sloppy wet kiss, and
You know
then
what you can rank, Kylan?
what?
Your thoughts on this record.
All right, fine. All right, thanks for reining me in. Because
That's what we do here at CJN headquarters.
I
When the headquarters are at Josh's.
yeah.
The worms still haven't
what
gotten me yet.
happens.
Oh, thank God. Thank God you've not had your reckoning day with the worms yet.
Bring me back to Philly.
Okay. This album sits in a really interesting space for me. There was a lot more on my listen throughs that I didn't enjoy. A lot more of the sort of like generic, sort of like Hillsongy worship. Like, let's just keep this refrain going for 5 minutes kind of thing than I initially anticipated. That being said, if I bopped Collapsible Lung because I appreciated Matty T trying to get the bag, I got to do the same for John Mark.
For Johnny M.
For Johnny M, even if I don't love the way he went about it. No, genuinely for me, Belly of the Lion, Philadelphia, Carbon Ribs are big enough for me, and I revisit them enough that I will still give this a bop.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Like that.
Look at that.
even
That
with
seems
the,
very,
with
very
with
balanced.
with all of the faults for it, and we just talked about this on Patreon of the way that we all like listen to albums, and we talked about my like Chaos Goblin Gravity Well. Those songs are enough for me that like it can pull me along and pull me through the parts of the record that
Keeps
I
the album
don't
in good standing.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So still a bop for me.
Cool.
Nice.
I like
Very
it.
nice.
Yeah. TJ, what about you?
Yeah. Well, as I mentioned up top, I didn't really know this album. I knew him as a part of the Worship Zeitgeist, and I knew Oh How He Loves, and I think I'd probably heard The Medicine, the track. And after listening and chatting through it with you guys, I still kind of think I was just having some real blood belly rib bones fatigue. I was just kind of cynical, you might say, after 10 songs of the same imagery over
Right.
and over and over and over and blood and over again. It was rough for me, guys. So yeah, Medicine's a bop. Carbon Ribs, excellent song. Belly the Lion, total bop.
Right.
Out of the Ground's cool. It's like it's fine. But the fact that I still had to live inside the same ideas and the same like
Right.
landscape of visual concepts and even ideology and like biblical references and things, like all of it was like just the same stuff over and over again. So even though the sonic palette was shifting between the like Americana songwriter and even like rock front man, I think
Right.
JMM can hold his own in a band setting in a way that was very exciting to me. And his performances were solid. Like he felt like he could be like a Brandon Flowers type almost when he's operating
Right.
in those songs
So
that are a
do
little
you-
more energetic.
Do you think you could like potentially bop an album where like if he was sort of able to break free from this idea that like he has to write hit worship songs? Like
From
if
the
he
worship
wrote
leader
just
side?
like
Yeah, I think I would.
like a personal album, like
Mm-hmm.
even if it was like a lot of the same imagery,
Mm-hmm.
if it was like a little more personal and a little less like worship focused, do you think you
Yep.
could get on board with an album like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And like that's not to say that like the worship thing is necessarily the issue. It's like the
Right.
discordant nature of it all.
Yes.
I
sure.
think I was looking for an album that was cohesive and that had variety lyrically, and like moved a little more thematically. And so because it just stayed in those same themes lyrically, but sonically was kind of like split down the middle, that was
Yeah.
like a little weird for me. And so have to flop it, unfortunately. Just too
That's fine.
much blood.
Too much blood.
Too
and
much
Totally
blood.
understand. Yeah.
Cynicism. Dead cynicals, alive cynicals, I don't know, but lots of blood.
That's
me.
the one thing we know. Lots of blood.
Humph.
This
That's
being
grave.
dead thing is
I'll
bullshit.
just sit here.
Too much blood. 2 thumbs down.
All right. Too much blood
don't
from
forget-
TJ. It's a too much
Don't
blood
drive while
flop.
xenomorphed.
Don't
Okay?
drive
That's
while
the
xenomorphed.
real takeaway.
Please. That's if there's one thing you remember from this
There's
episode.
one thing. Please, jammers. Please, for the love of God, is stronger. Don't drive while xenomorphed. We have a screen door open for you if you need to talk to someone.
Man, I shouldn't even go. That should just be
Take
the
a
end of the
freight train.
episode. That's how we should have ended.
I know.
Take a train.
Well,
too
hey,
good.
Don't get on the
we'll
interstate.
Fix it in post. Josh,
fix
what
it in
about you? Before we get
Yeah, what about you,
to
Josh?
TJ, Josh, tell us your thoughts.
Oh, thanks,
no.
Kylan. Great transition that we can cut and move to where we need to be. As someone who has always been on the fringe of John Mark McMillan and liking some of his stuff, it was cool getting to dig into this record for the first time. Yeah, I definitely feel like Skeleton Bones feels a little more at home, but that and Dress Us Up, which together make up 16 minutes of this record. Dress Us Up, I feel like, is the biggest kind of outlier for me.
Yeah.
But everything else, I feel like Death in His Grave and 10,000, I seem to like more than y'all. Because that feels like very much like his formula of something that is worship, but still like not as like corporate
Right.
focus kind of thing. So this record, I think it had enough to keep me engaged and enjoying it. It didn't have a ton that I like felt like I got like really like sucked in and was like, wow, I'm in love with all the blood and the ribs and the bones and the highways and stuff. Like there were times like, especially in Out of the Ground and even Philadelphia, where I'm like, I don't totally know what's happening lyrically, but I like it enough to enjoy it. So that's where I'm gonna land, where it's gonna be a soft bop for me.
Soft bop.
And
Okay.
yeah, I look forward to seeing what, because I've listened to, I know Economy a little bit, but it's been a long time. So I'm looking forward to when we get to more John Mark later on in his career, if he differentiates up on some themes a little bit more as his writing grows stronger.
Yeah, I never
Not
until
dissimilar to
us
Sinew.
talking about this like realized how silly Skeleton Bones is. And now I'm only going to refer to bones in the body as skeleton bones.
Skeleton Bones.
You have to.
Okay.
Anatomically correct.
If you enjoyed this, we have more nonsense like it at our Patreon at patreon.com/ChurchJamesNow podcast. And of course, from all of us here at CJN headquarters,
Don't drive Xenomorphed.
don't drive Xenomorphed.
Peace out, Monworms.
Peace out, Monworms. Everything's an instrumental. Let's just add all the new catchphrases we're doing. Okay. Bye.